Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Steve. This is the Phantom Show. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday evening. This episode, of course, is a tribute to Alex Trebek, whom it was announced passed away earlier today at the age of 80 after a battle with pancreatic cancer. But before we get to that, I want to introduce my new quote-unquote co-host. This is Kevin. He's a kitten that we didn't plan on getting, but he came to us and we decided to keep him. So he's very chill, as you can tell, and I think he's going to be a tremendous asset to our show. Let me go ahead and get him set down here, and we'll get back to the program. Okay, Alex Trebek. I'm a huge fan of this guy. He's Canadian like me, very proud of his heritage. He's just a tremendously classy, tremendously well-respected individual on a level that I really think most of us aspire to, quite honestly. I think that you could, talk to 100,000 different people and not one of them, not one would have anything bad to say about Alex Trebek. I mean, he was just that much of a class act. Usually, for most people, there's going to be a few folks out there that, I don't like that person, here's why, blah, blah, blah. But it seemed like anybody, even if they disagreed on everything else, could agree on the fact that Alex Trebek was awesome and it was fun to watch Jeopardy when he hosted. He was on the show for almost 40 years. Many of you watching this, I'm sure, grew up watching Trebek on Jeopardy, and it was like a fixture. When I was in college living with my grandparents, most nights when I was at the house after dinner, I would go in with my grandmother and the two of us would watch Jeopardy together. It was just a nice little time we had, but it was always fun to hear Alex's voice and just to share that experience. And now that he's gone, it's not quite going to be the same. I'm sure the next host is going to be great. They've got some very, very big shoes to fill, but it certainly can be done. Again, though, I think Alex is just a tremendous class act, wonderful person, proud Canadian, big hockey fan. Just, again, the kind of person that always seemed very respectful and very trustworthy, and someone you could look at and say, man, I want to be more like him. And it seems like in this world today, there's fewer and fewer people where it's so easy to look at them and say that. But Alex Trebek was cut from a very special mold, and for that, he should be honored and respected. I always wanted, my dream was to go on the show and meet Alex. I'm a trivia aficionado. I love playing trivia games and such, and I didn't quite make it, Alex, and I'm sorry for that, but I loved you no matter what, regardless, and I'm glad that even though you are no longer with us, that your pain and suffering has come to an end. I think he was a tremendous model in his final days for people who are fighting cancer. I'm sure most of you know that the kind of cancer that he had, pancreatic cancer, is one of the most lethal. Very few people recover from it. And he actually, fought it longer than most to do. So tremendous respect, Alex. We love you. And important note, Jeopardy is in and of itself a fandom. In the almost 40 years that he's hosted the show, it's amassed a huge following. There are dedicated forums and message boards, and there's Jeopardy merchandise. There's been video games and magazines. So it is a legit fandom and has a place on a program like this. So again, thank you for everything, Alex. We love you. We respect you. And we will forever be Jeopardy fans because it was just that awesome. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great rest of your night.